Here on First Coast Living, we are with the owner of Doorbia. All right. And Doorbia, a company that's been in existence for about 6 years. So let's bring in Naweed. And hey, Naweed, this market, of course, everybody's the talk of the town, still a little crazy, but that's where you come in. Okay. So many people think their only option to sell is to list their homes on MLS. But tell us why that's not always the case.
Well, obviously there's two segments in the real estate industry. There's the, cash buyers, and then there's the MLS. The market is obviously you got, according to the National Association of Realtors, 90% or so of people use the typical MLS, the market, which is, to list their property for sale up there. But there is a segment where they can't really list their property, which is about 10%. And that's kind of where we come in, and we try to buy those distressed properties and whatnot that would not be ideal for selling on the open market.
So the options when you sell to Doorbia, you don't have any listing agent commissions to pay, no assignment fees,
Right.
no repair request fees, things like that, no hidden fees. So tell us, how did you waive off these fees?
Well, so we are a cash buyer. So what we do is we bypass the realtors. We use obviously assets of our own, as well as some private money partners and whatnot. So we can waive fees. We can buy properties in the as-is condition. No cleaning. No obviously trashing out or anything like that. We buy them as is. We can close really fast. And to answer your question, Mike, we're a local company. So we don't have a ton of overhead. We operate here in Jacksonville. And so therefore we can go in and buy the property. Obviously not all properties are ideal for a cash offer, but the ones that are, we can come in aggressively and be able to offer value to those sellers.
Yeah, and so as we look at some of these reasons, why should I sell to Doorbia? And I know a lot of folks get a little antsy. They try to get the home. They want the home off their hands as quick as possible so they can move on with their lives. Can you explain more about that?
Yeah, well, we offer a lot of different benefits. Obviously, we can close quickly. We're not, a company that has, like I said earlier, a ton of hierarchy. We're fast. We operate ethically, and the biggest thing is we're local. We're here in Jacksonville. We come take a look at the property. We have a really simple 3-step method. We look at the property before we make an offer, and that's key. And so therefore we can make a competitive offer and purchase the property.
And do you guys do you take the highest cash offer? Is that how it works?
We're pretty competitive. Obviously there are people that will, our competitors that will offer higher early on, but then they modify their prices, as the process moves along. We're not one of those companies. One of the things that kind of, we're known for is our offer is guaranteed not to change before closing. And that's something that we stay behind, and that's kind of a guarantee we offer to our sellers.
Okay, like that separates you, it looks like. Right. And also, so for those that don't know, what is a cash buyer exactly?
So a cash buyer is basically someone who does not use a lender, a mortgage company, a traditional mortgage company to acquire a property. A lot of times properties, the 90% that are sold on the market, those are properties that are in somewhat in move-in shape and in good condition. We come in and we pay cash. We don't leverage any type of lenders or anything like that, because a lot of lenders have different requirements. They have to go through appraisals. The property has to go through inspections, repairs, and so forth. Whereas we can buy property with cash, and there's no red tape. We can just buy it outright as is, where it is in any condition that it's in.
Okay. And is Doorbia considered a wholesaler?
We're not a wholesaler. So we are the end buyer of the properties that we buy. And a wholesaler is someone who's a middleman who connects the seller of the property to the end buyer, in which case that would be us. We do buy properties from wholesalers as well as part of our investment strategy, but we like to bring value as the seller will be dealing directly with us and not a middleman.
Okay. And now we talked a little bit about this earlier, how you separate yourself from the competition. So if the benefits of selling to Doorbia, what are those?
So the benefits are, I'd say, the biggest is we're local and we're not a national, conglomerate, being managed from the San Francisco or New York. We are a family-owned company. We live here. We like to revitalize neighborhoods here in Jacksonville, and so we kind of see it as we have a vested interest in the city. We love living here. My wife is a realtor. She works, for Doorbia as well. And the second benefit would be the fact that our offers are, firm and guaranteed, and they don't change before closing. Some of our competitors can't make that promise because they try to lure in, sellers by a competitive offer at first, but then they start kind of adding fees and whatnot to. But by the time the transaction is over, the seller walks away with a somewhat of an unpleasant experience.
So now Doorbia offering something here. It's called Cash Out Now and Move Out Later, correct? So
Yes.
we have a special going on?
Yes, we do. So we're running a special where the sellers can reach out to us if they're interested in selling their property. A lot of times the sellers are in a situation where they don't have the funds to arrange their move their next property or their moving arrangements. Whatever you have, we offer 30-day post occupancy where they we close on the property. Then we let them occupy the property for 30 days, absolutely free of rent, where
so
they can
30 days.
All
right, so 30 days, cash out, and then also you still have a place to live for those 30 days. Okay, so
Correct.
Where can folks go for more information on this?
They can also go to www.doorbia.com on our website.
All right. Thank you so much, Naweed, the owner of Doorbia. And of course, for another look at this segment, head to firstcoastliving.net.